name's Luna. I'm a year-old Corgi Beagle mix. I love to play, I also love to sleep, but most of all, I love getting spoiled. And today, I'm gonna pick out which books my mom should read next.
So these are the books. There's Luna's toy.
So I pretty much just laid out all of my recent purchases from January. Well, December and January. Please don't judge how much money I've spent. But yeah, I just laid them all out and waited for Luna to pick something.
Pick out my books. Pick out my books. Come on. Pick one out. Pick it out. Come on. Are you choosing a man called Ove? You know what? With how hard it is to get you to choose, I'm gonna accept a man called Ove. And she got saliva on it. Yep, that is a choice. First pick is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. Okay, Luna, I need you to pick at least 2 more. Come on, Luna. 2 more books. Okay, if she throws that stuffed toy at any of the books, that book is chosen. Because it's so hard to get her to choose a book. Come on, Luna. Throw the toy. Throw the toy. I need you to throw the toy at one of the books. Oh my god, Luna. Luna! Throw! Throw! And... oh, it didn't hit any. Or at least land on any. Come on, Luna! Come on! Come on! You can do it! Come on! Was that a choice? You know, if she... I'm getting really impatient. If she doesn't choose a toy... oh! If she doesn't choose a toy within the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna assume that she picked Malibu Rising and the Scum Villain Self-Saving System. So Luna, come on. Are those your final choices? Luna! What are you doing? Yes, did I give my dog a cat? Yes, I did. Luna! You know what? It's Malibu Rising and the Scum Villain Self-Saving System. Those are our final choices along with A Man Called Ove. Thank you, Luna. Thank you for cooperating with me. You are lucky you are so cute.
Chapter 5, and I'm really excited to see where the story is going. I'm really excited to see Ove's character growth. Like, we've seen his start, we've seen what maybe made him grumpy, and it's really interesting. I'm so excited to see how this new family is going to change him in a sense, or like what his character development is gonna be. You know, that's basically what's mentioned in the blurb at the back. And yeah, I'm really excited. And like, he kind of reminds me of Carl, I think is his name, the old man in Disney Pixar's Up. Yeah, that one, the one with Carl and Ellie there. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. So as you can see by the previous picture, this book um, destroyed me more or less emotionally. I am so sorry I didn't get that on video. Yeah, I finished this like 3 days after I started. I rated this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really liked that it talked about the important issues such as mental health and suicide without being preachy about it, not like other books that also talk about these topics. And what I really liked as well is that the characters in the story are borderline absurd, but it works really well, and you just don't take this book too seriously. But that's what makes the serious topics that they talk about hit harder. And also, it reminds me of Carl from Pixar's Up. So I rated this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think it had a really interesting premise and trope where a person from the modern world suddenly wakes up in a fictional or historical character's body and has to live out the rest of his life. I understand that this is not an uncommon trope and is actually starting to get pretty common in Asian literature, but it's like the first I've read of it, okay? And I really liked it. However, I don't know, maybe it was a translation issue that the writing style just really wasn't working for me. A lot of times it was pretty hard to understand what was going on. However, I am interested to see what happens next in the following books. However, the main character's motivation seemed a little vague to me. Like, I'm really not sure what he's trying to do. I get that he's trying to like save himself because he wakes up in like a villain's body. And also another concern of mine is that the romance seems to be like it's going to be a mentor and an aged up mentee type of romance. And I don't know what to feel about that. So I'm gonna give the next volume a chance. So I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. If you've been following me for a while, you would know that I absolutely love Taylor Jenkins Reid, so it was only natural for me to pick up her latest book, right? And speaking of her other books, I was absolutely reminded of Daisy Jones and the Six when I read this, mostly because of the multi POVs that we get, and it really works for this book, especially because of our 4 main characters, and she still somehow gives us the POVs of some side characters.
And speaking of the four siblings, I absolutely love the scenes where we get flashbacks of them growing up, especially the ones around their teen years. Like, those really are the ones that I made me admire Nina so much. But at the same time, I absolutely loved Kit, especially in the present time. Like, as the bunso, as the youngest of the family, I super relate to Kit. But also June. I love June. Like, okay, she frustrated me to no end most of the time, but at the same time, she's just so well written that I can't completely hate her 100%. And I actually liked the ending. I think a lot of people say they didn't like it, and also this book confirms that we get a Taylor Jenkins Reid multiverse. So I think Luna did a pretty good job picking out which books I had to read. You know how like you kind of get a little overwhelmed with how many books are being recommended to you, how many books that you have impulsively bought that you just don't know what to read next. So it's nice to get a bit of a second opinion when choosing which books to read. I definitely would not have picked these books to read one after the other myself. So yeah, I'm glad I pretty much forced Luna to pick out my books. And yeah, I think she did a pretty good job. I enjoyed most of them. The Scumville Self-Saving System, I will give the sequel a chance. I'm pretty curious. I am genuinely curious to see what happens next. So yeah, these are the books Luna picked out, and if you want me to do this video again, leave some titles below for her to choose from. And of course, we cannot end this video without Luna herself. So if you want to see her in more videos, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we hope to see you in the next one. Bye!